What's up, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free Major League Baseball home run prop show for Thursday, June 1st, 2023. And just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. It really helps us out a ton. And if we're going to get into the home run prop action in just a second, we'll do a quick recap of the plays that we did hit on Wednesday. We hit another three home run props, hit another triple. And I'm going to try to build on that profit, try to move into Thursday. Only a 7-game card, but still managed to find quite a lot of meat on the bone. So the thing that's most important about these to remember, though, is always, like I always say at this point in the video, you don't have to play every single game that I get or every single prop that I give out here. These are just the plays that I'm looking at, going to have a couple bucks on Thursday, but these are not plays that you're meant to dump your whole bankroll into. These are plays that are very high risk, high reward, just out there for some side action, some pizza or some coffee money, just to sprinkle on the side and try to make some nice plus money with a lot of these home run props. But like I said, we will take a look at these ones in a sec. But if you're looking for the games that I am the most confident in, the games I love the most, including my $19 best bet of the day, have a $19 MLB pickoff play going off on Thursday, make sure you head on over to pickdawgz.com, click the premium picks tab at the top of the page. We'll get you guys sorted there. But let's take a look at the plays that we did hit on Thursday, and hit a couple. We started early. Went to this matchup with the Angels and the White Sox. Hit with Mike Trout, and one of my new favorite plays, Shohei Ohtani in day games, absolutely outstanding. I think he's homering in 11% of his day games so far this season, or he's hit a home run in 11% of his day games. So, I mean, hey, or excuse me, no, 11% of his plate appearances in day games this season. That's what it was. But still, Ohtani going yard for us, a nice payday there. And the one nice, real nice plus money payer was Spencer Steer at plus 510 as he went yard at Fenway. So I have to see if he can replicate that as the Reds go to Boston once again on Thursday. But the one thing I want to mention before we get started is I love interacting with you guys. Do you guys like some of the angles that I'm going to be taking here? Do you not like them? Do you have player props of your own, home run props? Let me know in the comment section below. But I implore everyone, if you're going to do that, please make sure the comments are in there. The picks are in there before the games actually start. If they're not in there before the games start, they really don't help anybody. And we're trying to beat the books as a team. We have one goal, and that is to crush the books every single day. And none of this thank me later stuff. It's not a competition among the comments section. It's like I said, one team, one goal, and we're trying to crush the books and get paid on Thursday. So we'll get into the home run prop action, and we're going to start things off with a lot of the early action as well. And we're going to go with my lone play from this Blue Jays and Brewers matchup. I'm going to go with Bo Bichette to hit a home run here at plus 550. Now, the thing about Bichette is that he's hitting 364 with a pair of home runs against right-handed pitching in the last week. Third on the Blue Jays in hard hit percentage. He has a 9.5% barrel rate this season. Now, Milwaukee, they got Freddie Peralta going here, and I am a Peralta fan, but he hasn't been wowing anyone really over the course of this season. He's allowed a mediocre 8.3% barrel rate this year. He's also allowed a home run in 3 straight starts and 4 in that span. Also has allowed 7 home runs in his last 7 starts. We always seem to get great value with Bo Bichette, and Thursday no different. I'm going to take Bo Bichette to hit a home run at plus 550. And I'm going to also go to this matchup between the Padres and the Marlins. And I'm going to go with Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit a home run at plus 320. He's hitting 375 with a pair of home runs against lefties in the last 2 weeks. Has a 9.5% barrel rate this season. Didn't come through for us on Wednesday, but I still like the matchup here. Jesus Luzardo, been pretty good for the Marlins so far this year, but he's still giving up the long ball. He's allowed 7 home runs in his last 7 starts, including 1 in each of his last 3 home starts. And like I said, Luzardo's pitching well, but an 11.1% barrel rate, bit dicey in this matchup. So I'm going to take Fernando Tatis Jr. at plus 320. Also going to look at Juan Soto at plus 500. 14.9% barrel rate. He's hitting 400 with a home run against left-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks. It's going to be Juan Soto at plus 500. I'm going to switch gears to this matchup. We're going to go with a stack in this Phillies and Mets matchup. Again, you don't have to play every single one that's here. These are just the angles that I'm looking at. The first one I like for the Phillies, I'm going to go with Bryce Harper to hit a home run at plus 280. Now, Max Scherzer, he hasn't given up anything easy this season, but Harper, a decent pass against Scherzer. He's hitting 300 against Mad Max, 5 of Harper's 6 career hits going for extra bases, including 3 home runs. Scherzer, still one of the game's best pitchers, sure, but he's allowing a 9.9% barrel rate this season. Harper's history worth a shot considering he already has a 12.9% barrel rate in a limited sample size this season. So give me Bryce Harper at plus 280. Also going to look at Kyle Schwarber at plus 230. That's the best price on the board, but I'm not going to sneeze at plus money if it comes through for us. I said plus 230. Schwarber, he can be hit or miss, but he likes to face Max Scherzer. Schwarber in his career hitting 364 with a pair of home runs off of Mad Max. So I'm going to take Kyle Schwarber at plus 230. Going to switch dugouts here, go with a few Mets in this one. And I'm going to go with a bit of a longer shot here. I'm going to go with Mark Canha to hit a home run at plus 850. Now, homers on back-to-back days are a rarity for Canha, but this is a momentum play for me. He was seeing the ball well on Wednesday. He belted a home run, and he was responsible for all 4 runs that the Mets scored in that game. Also, the only current Met with a home run against Taijuan Walker, starter for the Phillies on Thursday, and also a starter that I haven't been impressed with. One that's got an 8% barrel rate this season. I think Mark Canha has a decent value here to go yard at plus 850. Also going to look at Pete Alonso to hit a home run at plus 330. Didn't come through for us on Wednesday, but he's still hitting 286 with a pair of home runs in the last week against righties. Still leads Major League Baseball in home runs. Leads the Mets in barrel rate at 18.4%. So I'm going to go with Pete Alonso at plus 330. Also going to go with Francisco Lindor at plus 425. 9.7% barrel rate this season, hitting 250 with a pair of homers against righties in the last 7 days. So give me Francisco Lindor at plus 425. Also going to look at Francisco Alvarez for the Mets at plus 600. He's coming into his own at the plate. He's really seeing the ball well. He's got a 10% barrel rate this season. Sort of anything for a batter above 8% is above average. And he's hitting 333 with a home run and 3 extra base hits in the last 7 days against right-handed pitching. So give me Francisco Alvarez at plus 600. Now, obviously, the main goal of this home run prop show is to put you guys on some free home run prop winners. But for me, it's also about highlighting the benefits of using the betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place. These betting tools you can see from the graphics. These graphics are taken directly from the betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place. They show you the player props. They show you how often they hit. And they also show you which book is giving you the best possible price. If you don't have an account with that sports book, well, you can click on that price. You get taken to a spot where you can sign up for a free sports book bonus. You get the bonus to play that best possible price, and you also get another book in your back pocket, which is part of the tool that part of the advantage that the one advantage that the books can't take away from you is your ability to shop lines and find the best possible number. And those betting tools will help you find that price, but they also got other stuff, depending on what you're looking for. We've got parlay builders if you like betting on parlays. We've got streaks if you're big on betting hot and cold streaks. There's a tool for that. There's a tool for profitable angles and teams. I could do probably a 1 to 2 hour show every day just showing you how great these betting tools are at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place. But I think the only way for it to really sink in is for you guys to go over to Pickdawgz and SportsChatPlace.com and just check them out, play with those tools yourself. I promise you won't regret it, and your bankroll will thank you later. But we'll get back into the home run prop action for Thursday. I'm going to go to this matchup between the Rockies and the Diamondbacks. And I'm going to go with Elias Diaz to hit a home run here at plus 600. He's hitting 350 with a pair of home runs in his career against Arizona starter Zach Davies. Davies not giving up a lot of hard contact in terms of barrels, but I've watched enough Zach Davies baseball to know that he's always primed to give up the long ball. It's something that he struggled with over the course of his career. The total in this game at 10 runs is high for a reason. I'm going to roll with Elias Diaz here at plus 600. Now, a lot of folks, in the comment section ask me, you didn't put your favorite, you didn't give us a parlay, or you didn't, what's your best bet of the bunch? I don't always do this because I don't want to narrow it down. I don't want to handcuff myself to one play or one parlay specifically. But this might be my favorite play on the board on Thursday. Again, I'm not going to guarantee it. But if I were to put in a premium on a home run prop, it would be this one. And that's Ryan McMahon to hit a home run at plus 450. The value here is there. The statistical backing is behind it. He's hitting 571 with 4 home runs in the last week against right-handed pitching. 4 home runs in the last 7 days to put that into perspective. And if that wasn't enough, he's hitting 263 with a pair of home runs in his career against Zach Davies. So I'm going to take Ryan McMahon at plus 450. Also going to switch dugouts. Going to look at Lourdes Gurriel Jr. To hit a home run here at plus 600. Now I'm seeing Connor Siebold listed as the starter for the Rockies. I've also seen Chase Anderson in some spots, so hopefully be able to verify that for you on Thursday's morning show. But under the assumption that it is Connor Siebold here, he has allowed 6 home runs in 5 games as a starter this season. And Gurriel Jr., he's been Arizona's best hitter in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching, hitting .343 with a pair of home runs. So I'm going to take Lourdes Gurriel Jr. here at plus 600. Now, before we get into the last couple of games on the home run prop show, I just want to mention, a term you probably hear me mention a lot, and if you've been following this home run prop show, you know what I'm talking about, and that's barrel rate. Barrel rate for me, the most important metric that I look at, or at least analytic that I look at when I'm looking at betting home run props. Now, what constitutes barrel rate? Well, a barrel is basically a ball hit off the bat with the perfect combination of launch angle and exit velocity to where it's more likely to result in a well-hit ball into the outfield and subsequently a home run. Now, why is barrel rate important? Barrel rate being how many balls are being put into play from a pitcher or a batter that fall into that barrel rate. Well, balls that were constituted as barrels in 2022, 45% of them went for home runs. That was the lowest percentage of barrels to home runs that we had seen in pretty much a decade. And normally we're talking about 50 to 60% of barrels leaving the yard. And if you're going to give me a 45 to 60% probability edge on a player prop that's going off anywhere from plus 200 up to plus 1,000, and sometimes even more, I'm going to take that any day of the week. Any extra advantage that we have, statistical or whatnot, to have over the books with these props, I'm going to take it. I'm going to run with it, and that's why for me, barrel rate is just one of the more important metrics to look at when you're looking at matchup. Matchup history is important as well. How the batters are hitting and how pitchers are giving up runs against opposing batters, but barrel rate is just an advanced analytic that I feel just sort of covers it all, and is definitely something that you want to make sure that you keep in mind when you're betting home run props and doing all this research. But we'll get into our last couple of home run props for Thursday's action. Now, one play I did like, I'll go back to myself here for a split second. One play I did like was Connor Wong for the Red Sox. Couldn't find a price on him, though, and I wanted to make sure we got this out to you guys early enough that, you could get the plays in. If you see a price on Connor Wong, I do like Wong. Hunter Green, he's allowed 7 home runs in his last 5 starts for the Reds, and of his 8 home runs allowed this season, 6 have come against right-handed batters. Wong, really the only Red Sox bat I trust in that spot. He's hitting .357 with a home run in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. Wong has a 10.4% barrel rate, while Green allowing a 10.1% barrel rate on the mound this season. So I would take Connor Wong here for the Boston Red Sox. And I'm also going to go with a couple of Reds here. I'm going to go back to the well with Spencer Steer at plus 600. He's hitting .500 against lefties in the last 2 weeks with a pair of home runs. Hit a bomb for us on Wednesday. I like him to get another here. Chris Sale, he's been solid, looking like vintage Chris Sale. A solid ERA, but he's allowed 3 home runs in his last 3 starts. I think Steer could get to him here. I'm going to roll with Spencer Steer at plus 600. Also going to go back to Matt McLean again at plus 500. I'm really liking McLean, and I'm watching his game now, and I'm taking the time to sit and look in on his at-bats. He's making solid contact, but the thing for me with McLean is that he has seen a team-high 17 at-bats against left-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks. He's hitting .471 with a home run and just 2 strikeouts, 4 extra base hits. He's making contact. He's not striking out a whole lot. He's putting the ball in play. I think he could get one here and give us some nice value at plus 500. And I'm also going to look at Josh Naylor to hit a home run at plus 500. Now, normally, I'm not putting Cleveland Guardians on this home run prop show, as their offense has been borderline anemic. But I needed to put someone out in this matchup against Pablo Lopez. Lopez has allowed a 9.8% barrel rate this season. He's allowed a home run in 5 of his last 6 starts. And over those 6 starts, Lopez has given up 8 home runs total. Naylor also leads the Guardians in barrel rate at 9%. And the Guardians cranked out 3 home runs in Wednesday's victory. I believe them and the Nationals were the only 2 teams left in baseball that had not hit more than 2 home runs in a game. I think if anybody's going to get to Lopez here, it's going to be Josh Naylor. So give me Josh Naylor at plus 500. And the other two plays that I like, if you can find prices on them, I couldn't at the time that we recorded this video, but I'm almost sure you'll be able to find them over the course of the afternoon. I like Yordan Alvarez and Jose Altuve for the Astros against the Angels, and Reed Detmers for Alvarez. He's hitting 375 with 3 homers against lefties in the last 2 weeks. Reed Detmers, a pitcher I look to fade off, and he's given up a lot of hard contact this year. So I like Yordan Alvarez, and my reasoning for Jose Altuve, it didn't come through for us on Wednesday, but I'm backing him for redemption. He's hitting 286 with a homer in his career against Detmers. So I would take a shot on Jose Altuve as well. But we'll do a quick recap of the home run props that we did give out for Thursday's action. Like I said, smaller card, but still doesn't mean we can't cash on some home run props. We started things off with Bo Bichette at plus 550. Also went with Fernando Tatis Jr. at plus 320. Sorry, that was a little bit quick. Fernando Tatis Jr. at plus 320. Also had Juan Soto at plus 500. For the Phillies, we went with Bryce Harper at plus 280. And Kyle Schwarber at plus 230. For the Mets, we put out Mark Canha at plus 850, I think our longest shot of the day. Pete Alonso at plus 330. For the Mets, Francisco Lindor at plus 425. And the other Francisco for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez at plus 600. For the Rockies, we went with Elias Diaz at plus 600. And again, probably my favorite play on the board on Thursday for home run props. I like Ryan McMahon to hit a home run at plus 450. For the Diamondbacks, switch Douglas, we're going to go with Lourdes Gurriel Jr. at plus 600. For the Red Sox, if you can find a price on him, like I said, I like Connor Wong to hit a home run. But on the other side, for the Cincinnati Reds, I like Spencer Steer to hit a home run at plus 600. Also like Matt McLain to hit a home run at plus 500. And our last official play that we had a price on, Josh Naylor at plus 500. And again, if you can find a price on him, I like Yordan Alvarez and Jose Altuve for home runs as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. We're up over 130,000 subscribers here on our YouTube channel. Couldn't have been able to do it without your guys' love and support. So thank you so much for that. And if you're not already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Smash that thumbs up. It really helps us out. And again, if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're at Pickdawgz, I implore everyone, please check out these betting tools. They are 100% free. You will not find betting tools like this anywhere for free, but let alone you won't find these kind of betting tools anywhere. These kind of tools that go this in depth and give you this kind of advantage over the books. And also, while you're at our YouTube channel, make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops. We were lucky today; we had a lot of the prices out, so I was able to get it out a little bit early for you on Thursday. But just in case, sometimes we have afternoon baseball and the show comes out a little bit later. Sometimes we don't have a ton of time between when this video is released and when the first pitch of the first game is thrown. So if you have the notifications turned on, you get the notice as soon as these videos come out, and you can get the plays in, get the best bets in, and we can make you some money. But thank you so much for watching. Again, appreciate each and every one of you. Let's crush the books on Thursday.